So the interesting thing is that you're not actually addicted to smoking weed. What you're addicted to is the feeling, the escape, the release, which is really just a feeling. It's a set of neurochemicals. And eventually, as the years, decades go on, your nervous system starts to get shot, and what you used to be able to smoke, what you used to be able to take to help you to feel good, no longer does it for you anymore. You feel nothing, barely anything from it anymore. And in fact, you're just in a state of suffering. You're just frustrated. And so the thing is, the key is you gotta, to get back to that place where you actually enjoy life, then you gotta rebuild those neurochemical centers. You gotta rebuild your dopamine activity. Neurochemicals is what really drives our life. As humans, we're pain-avoiding, pleasure-seeking creatures. That's really the simple, short truth of the matter. We're just pain-avoiding, pleasure-seeking creatures. And what happens when you live a lifetime running from pain and seeking pleasure, seeking comfort, smoking weed just to feel good, always trying to run from the suffering, what happens is you end up living a lifetime of suffering. That's the funny thing about it. The more you run from suffering, the more you end up living a lifetime filled with suffering. And so the key is this: you got to run right towards the suffering. That's right. You got to remove those comforts, things like smoking weed, and then you got to have a date every single day with suffering. I was just out here just doing my daily run. I run every single day, usually about anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. A lot of times I don't enjoy it, I don't want to do it, but that's my daily date with suffering. I get out here, rain, sleet, thunderstorm, lightning storm, injury, whatever, and I still have my date with suffering. And by having that date with suffering, I get a lot more enjoyment out of life, a lot more pleasure. But the thing is, the more you run from this and the more you avoid this suffering, the irony of it is that you're going to end up constantly living and having a lifetime full of suffering. And so you got to run right towards the suffering. You got to intentionally have a date with suffering every single day. Get out there and exercise every single day. Push yourself hard every day. Every day, get out there and do some physical exercise. We weren't meant to be these lazy, sedentary creatures sitting on the couch, smoking weed, playing video games all day. That's not how we were designed. That's not what we were meant for. Think about it. Go back in time. What were we meant to be doing? All right? Think about it. We weren't meant to be these lethargic, lazy creatures. And nowadays, not only can you be lazy, but you can be rewarded for being lazy. Get all kinds of handouts from the governments, and just live a lazy, comfortable life. And what happens, like I said, the irony of it is the more that you run from the suffering and doing what is nature and running from our true nature, suffering is going to catch up to you and it's going to build a house around you, and you're going to be stuck living every moment of your life from suffering. So you might as well look suffering in the eyes, grab it by the horns, and say that you're going to be the master. And get out there and intentionally throw yourself. And that's physical activity, physical exercise is one of the best ways to rebuild your nervous system, rebuild your dopamine centers, because it's wake up, hello, I'm back. No more sitting on the couch being lazy. Here I am. I'm going to feel the pain again. Hello, I'm back. Your nervous system wakes up again. And once you finish, you're going to experience delayed gratification, which is the key of successful people. Successful people go after delayed gratification rather than just instant gratification. And what happens is you're going to feel a new sense of neurochemical, a new high, a high of serotonin. That's what comes from delayed gratification, coming from something such as exercise. So guys, stop running from the suffering. Start running towards the suffering through physical activity, physical exercise. Getting your body moving. Push yourself harder. Continue to keep pushing yourself harder. Don't just be on the treadmill reading a magazine. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. That's how the muscles are built. When you push yourself past failure, you push yourself so hard, the muscle fibers rip, And what happens is they rebuild themselves stronger, but you have to push yourself to failure. You can't just, and just having to go. No, you got to push yourself to where you can feel it. You woke the nervous system up. That's how change is made. All right? Get out there, guys. Go have your date with suffering today and every day for the rest of your life. Make it a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. Let's make it a great life.